Hi everyone, it's Kim. Thanks for joining me. It won't be long and we'll be on our first candy-filled holiday of Valentine's Day for this year. And I wanted to make some cards that weren't over the top romantic, but cards I could use for friends and family. And I want to start with one new die from Spellbinders called Love on the Rocks. It has this wonderful glass and then filled with hearts and strawberries. So this is a pretty jam-packed dice set, but I want to look at how we could use this glass for more than just one holiday and how we can maybe alter the glass. So on this first one, this just kind of shows you a comparison of what we can do. Here's the glass as it comes out of the die. But if I want something that's maybe not quite so ornate, I can easily trim all of that decoration out and have a much simpler glass. I did leave the two lines in there so it looks like there's a band, but the same die, two different looking glasses. And then I did use the stirring stick and the pick with a chocolate covered strawberry. These great hands, which I just can't get enough of, the Bestie Heart in hand. This is that large die, holds this glass perfectly. So I die cut the hand out twice. This one is where it's the right side of the die, and this is the back side of the die cut. I could just flip it around and then take a bone folder and rub it along the edges, and that kind of smooths that rough edge out. So it looks like the hands go together there. And then for the sentiment, sending a toast to a love-filled day, that is a new Better Press plate that is part of this collection. It's called Valentine Happy Hour Sentiments. I decided I wanted to get this because when I read through here, there's one that's definitely for Valentine's Day, and the rest could be used for Valentine's Day, but also for other occasions like weddings, anniversaries, maybe just a big celebration you're having for whatever occasion. I think a lot of these would work for a number of different purposes. So that'll get us started, the first look at that glass. And then I thought, not all my friends would want an alcoholic beverage. So how else can I use this glass? Maybe for something that is not an alcoholic beverage. And I decided, what about a strawberry smoothie? We've got all these wonderful strawberries in there. I could alter the glass again, cut out the fanciness. I left those two lines, and then I put a piece of gold paper underneath it. So it looks like there's a gold band this time on the glass. Again, very elegant, but I stuffed one of them with those delicious looking strawberries and then made a strawberry smoothie for my recipient. And the colors are so perfect. I mean, Valentine's Day's easy with red and pink and white. So I used another one of those sentiments from the Better Press plate and then kept the background super simple but yet elegant with the gold paper. This is the 3D embossing folder Cosmopolitan French Twist from Sizzix. So an air of elegance with my gold-rimmed glass. But this would be perfect for a friend and not necessarily, again, over the top romantic. Now, this on the rocks glass works perfectly with that martini glass we used for the winter holidays. So olive martinis, the glasses are sized to be used together. This time I just left both glasses as they were. This has all the ornate design on it. And this one I cut out of some specialty paper. I don't really know what the color this is, but it's kind of it's black, but it's shiny and it kind of changes color depending on the light. So if you have some specialty cardstock, that is ideal to use to die cut your glasses out of. The other really cool thing from this Love on the Rocks are these ice cubes. This is something I think that we can definitely use year-round, not just during Valentine's Day, but I love those ice cubes. Cheers to You again is from the Better Press plate. And then that little strawberry. And then this one has just a different embossed background. I'm trying to make my backgrounds easy to make, but yet add to the design. And this is the Geo Screen from Spellbinders. So this is that nice big embossing folder where I could emboss one sheet and cut it in half and then get two cards out of it. So if you have the olive glass, know that it pairs perfectly with the on the rocks glass. And then I decided I need to make something other than pink and red drinks. So what else can I use this glass for? And I decided it was perfect for lemonade. So this time I cut everything out. I just have a totally plain glass, and I have those ice cubes a little more visible. I cut them out of glitter cardstock, and I don't know that the light can really catch it. After I got this all together, I thought those ice cubes look more like sugar cubes because of the glitter cardstock. So I'll remember that in the future if I need some sugar cubes. Got the perfect die right here. And I also put a piece of acetate. I think if the light catches it, you can see the acetate behind the glass die cut. And then just to finish this off, I pulled out an old die from Spellbinders, the lemon zest. Perfect size lemons and leaves to go with the glass. And then the sentiment could be anything that you want. I just pulled out grateful for you. This could literally be anything, just a note, happy birthday, whatever you want. But this was something a little different. And this is from the Happy Fall Sentiment. So again, I try to read these and use the sentiments for as many different occasions as possible. And then one last little thing, I needed a lemon slice. And I have several lemon slices, but they're all pretty small, and I needed something bigger to go with this glass. So I have done this in the past. I've taken a wheel from another die that's a spoked wheel, and I could make my white zest part, or not the zest part, I guess the white, whatever the white part of the lemon slice is. And then I just took a 1¼ inch circle punch, punch that out, and I could put that together to make my lemon. So if you have a wheel, a spoked wheel, this is from Baby's Pram from Paper Rose. But again, see what kind of spoked wheels you might have in other sets. If you need some kind of fruit slice that's larger than, say, 1/2 inch that we might have in some other dice sets. But this is going to show me that I can use this glass year round and not just at Valentine's Day. So then I decided, I'm going to pull out some other dies that I've got that are fairly new, but came out with Tim for one of his Vault series. Again, I'm starting with this hand, and this is the other hand, the Bestie Heart in hand. So this time it's this one here, and you only really see a portion of it because it's holding on to this like backboard. So for this one, I used 2 of Tim's Vault sets. For the heart and the arrow, this is Love Notes, and these are the Sidekick side order vault sets. And then for the letterboard here and the letters, this is from Letterboard. Again, these just came out not very long ago, and now is a time when I can start to put them to use for Valentine's Day. And then I decided kind of while I was on this, I would make a second version. So a slimline, and then this one is an A2 size. And I'm using this hand, the heart hand. So I've just did this hand. I didn't have to make any alterations. I just die cut it, put it together, and then tucked this little letterboard in there as if it's holding on to it. The letters, again, are from the same die set. And then this heart and that arrow is from the Love on the Rocks. Yes, right here. I just used the solid heart and modified this arrow, just cut this arrow down a little bit. And of course, you've got this arrow here if you've got this vault set as well. So lots of just options. Use what you've got. If sometimes I have stuff just sitting around on the desk, that is what determines what I use. So again, using Tim's Vault series, these would be very simple, and I think these would be great to send to maybe a friend that you just want to wish them Happy Valentine's Day, but you don't really need a romantic card. Then I had to turn to my favorite little mice from Elizabeth Craft. And these would be probably for somebody who may be a little more romantic, um, but just a friend who is into maybe the whimsical. So for this first one, this is from the Little Mice set. And basically, that is what I used. I will show you where this flower comes from just because I had this set out. There is a Valentine and wedding accessory set, and this is for the large mice, but I did make a few alterations. So my mice are dressed from the Little Mouse set. However, this guy has a vest and it's from the Valentine and wedding accessory set, but it was a little large for his body. So after I die cut it, I just kind of held it up to him and I just trimmed down the sides and the top shoulder pieces right there to make it fit him. And then the flowers are from the Valentine wedding accessories. And then this little piece, I just cut out a little square and attached a little heart to it. And that was it. So really, most of the mouse pieces are all from the Little Mouse set. And I could have just dressed him totally from the Little Mouse set as well. Just love these guys. They're so perfect for so many occasions. This time I am using the Big Mouse and the shoe. So this is the Big Mouse set. You can kind of just see there is a difference, quite a bit of difference in the sizes between the two mice. But I love the shoe. And this is called Boot. And this one has the Little Mouse in it. So either of the mice fit into the boot if you want to use it for either size. This one has a lot to it, so I'll probably save this one and give this one to my husband. But stuffed it full of the hearts, and I did use a lot more of the pieces on the Valentine's and wedding accessories. So I've used the hearts on this. I love this little cheese heart, and then the glass is all from this set. And then there is the letterpress sentiment again, and then that great boot. A lot of detail, but very, very simple to put that boot together. So again, this one's got quite a bit more to it, but I will probably give this one to my husband, just because I think it's cute and there's a lot to it. I think he'll appreciate it. And then a simplified mouse. This is one of the little mice again. And I had this cut out from the Valentine set here. So I thought, oh, I don't want that to go to waste. And it fit good with my little mouse. The Be Mine, I don't have many sentiments for Valentine's Day. And I wish I had a very simple one that just said Be Mine, like in a strip. And I don't. So I was like, what do I have that says Be Mine? And I'm looking at some Valentine heart candy. It dawned on me what set I would have this in. And it's the Candy Hearts box from Karen. So a lot of these hearts have little messages, and one of them does say Be Mine. So that saved me. My little mouse can have a little Be Mine. I think this one is whimsical. This would be good for a friend too. It's not over the top romantic or mushy or anything. I think it's just cute. So there is a variety, at least to get me started with my Valentine cards. I still have a few more I need to go, but I have a variety, whether they're more adult-like or whimsical or just kind of more straightforward, just wishing someone a happy Valentine's Day. And again, that glass is going to be perfect for our summertime drinks as well, not just for Valentine's Day. So I hope that gives you some inspiration to start your Valentine's cards if you have any that you need to make. And I thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again in a future video.